show up. No, I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
It's Wednesday night, and we all know what that means. Wild Thing! Take it away, Connor.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We are here for our AEW Dynamite live reaction. 6 minutes late. We had some little technical difficulties, but we're here. Tonight should be a pretty good Dynamite. This is the go home to technically to Dynamite Grand Slam, which is next Wednesday. They were in Cincinnati, Ohio. So that relates to Chris's Wild Thing. They're in Jon Moxley's hometown. So.
And now here we are. I know we're a lot late, but it's Jon Moxley defending the champion against Big Bill.
Guessing the order of going in alphabetical order because
Nice.
It was AR Fox, then it was Action Andretti, now it's Big Bill. So I'm assuming next is going to be Christopher Daniels.
Nice. I'm down for that match.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh man, it's been like I said. I'm excited for Dynamite tonight. It looks like it's a lot of fun.
What do you mean?
The one match I'm really looking forward to is Joe and Roderick Strong.
That's gonna be a 5-star TV classic, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying Joe's going to win. I think Roderick Strong's going to win. The Kingdom's going to do something. I'm not going to let him lose again. Break his neck again. Because this is the same man who broke his neck on Collision. Or Kayfabe Focus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Roderick Strong does in the Kingdom. Like, I don't know, it's such a. I'm weirdly intrigued by it. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I didn't know. I didn't know if I was going to like it or not first, but now it's been a pretty decent sized build to it. I think you're right. I think Roderick's got to win this match.
Yeah. I'd rather see Joe and MJF at Wrestle Dream, their next pay-per-view, than on Grand Slam. Because Joe and MJF's a pay-per-view match. That's not really. I mean, you could do it on TV, but I think it'd be. You got a few more weeks to build on that. Because your promo last week, MJF and Samoa Joe was really, really good. So just give it a few weeks and keep building it. That would have been bad if I dropped my phone.
Especially about that time about the security guard. Especially when MJ was a security back in NXT.
Yeah, I like that. And I like one line, MJF, that I knew he was going to use. I said it before in one of our podcasts, is that he would say that he sent William Regal back packing the NXT, and he said it. He said he knocked him out so hard that he messed his brain up and went back to NXT. That was my favorite line out of that whole thing, because Regal's got a lot to do with that storyline, because he was a lot of stuff that MJF was bringing up.
So I'm curious, what's your guys' thoughts on MJF's promo last week? Do you think he gave Joe the upper hand on purpose? Like, I feel like it was done on purpose to, like, for Joe to outdo him just because he's playing such a babyface character right now.
I think that was my favorite moment last week. My favorite thing on the show was Joe and MJF. There we go.
Where's Moxley? Why is Moxley bleeding?
He can't be bleeding right now. It's not even. They're not.
Like, yeah, he went through a table, but I don't remember seeing where he could get bloody from.
Make sense. But that was my favorite part of the show. I feel like that was one of the, like, besides the William Regal stuff, MJF wasn't really nuclear like he normally would be, but Joe is someone who can go to toe with MJF on the mic. I don't feel like Joe gets the credit he deserves on the mic, because WWE, they didn't really give him that chance, but in TNA he cut some really good promos, and I think in AEW we're going to see a lot more Samoa Joe mic time.
I'm down for sure. Can I just say something real quick? Big Bill can sell.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I feel like
That's disgusting.
he's very underrated.
Yeah. Ever since he's came into AEW, he's been in like a whole new. Well, really, Impact is when he really
Impact.
started being a whole different character. But
His feud
AEW,
with Moose and Cardona. Have you guys gone back and watched any of those matches and moments? Like,
I was there for one of them. It was Cardona. It was Cardona, W. Morrissey, and Moose, I believe.
because I was there because they did that here in Texas at Hard to Kill.
I've been to one of them.
But
W.
man,
Morrissey.
just insane that how great Morrissey is. Like, I feel like he should have been TNA World Champion.
Yeah, that's one of Impact's struggles, not being able to keep those key players. That's got to be it. Oh, no.
For sure.
Wouldn't it be an
Brenda,
upset?
Davis, good to see you guys tonight. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are enjoying our
Moxley
show.
is a bleeder. Yeah, that should be a
Moxley is
t-shirt.
huge bleeder for sure. Yeah, there you go. There's your next BCC shirt. I'll have catchphrases
Moxley's
on there.
Ooh.
Yep. For sure, Brenda.
This is a bloody massacre.
And of course, it's always good to see y'all. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream tonight. Man, are you guys excited for Talking Elite tomorrow?
Yeah.
What's going on tomorrow? I didn't know what's going on.
You're invited.
We got some controversy.
This one's going to be a good one because I'm not sure if you're affected by it too, Chris, but we're doing the $1 Million Family. We're talking all about both careers of Junior and the $1 Million Man, and we're going to get into detail. We're going to kind of talk with Connor about. And I'm not sure if you have a similar experience, but the whole issue of him taking money away from a charity. It's actually a charity that's really close to.
Yeah, WWE promoted that stuff.
I'm not, as I said, I'm not a big fan of Ted DiBiase Jr., but I know that they're both live in Mississippi. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So it's going to be a fun show for sure.
Oh, Bryan Danielson.
Nice.
He's going after starts.
Yeah, but I'm super excited for it. Like, I'm going to be writing our bullet points tonight. Of course, we're going to talk. I want to talk more like some great things about both careers before we kind of talk about really going into a controversial and going into that detail. And just like this, the intro this week as well is like I did the recordings for the narration today for the intro, and I'm excited to see the rest of the videos. That I got to record a video. I can't wait to see Connor's. I think he's still working on his, and then Mr. Jacobs has a good part in it as well. So it's gonna be a fun show. I'm excited for that. And then next week we're gonna be doing. Fortunately, it's gonna be pre-recorded. I had a last-minute survival class I have to do for the fire department, so we'll have to do it pre-recorded. But next week's episode will be all about the Attitude Era.
Ooh.
I know one. There's a lot of stuff you could talk about. Dark Side of the Attitude Era.
Yep. So
it's hard to believe Vince McMahon got punched in the face.
Yeah. So
I was part of the Attitude Era that time, even though I was a baby and all that.
Yeah. So, of course, Chris, you're invited for sure if you want to come out and talk with it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that one. And then I'm also going to announce tomorrow night. I'm going to announce our season finale. It's gonna need a big build up. It's gonna be awesome. Because, oh man, like I feel like you have to. I'm surprised they haven't talked about the specific person yet. Wait, Moxley
wins by submission. Moxley doesn't win. He doesn't win by submission.
How did Moxley win? What did I miss?
He had him in like kind of like a. What is the submission that the Undertaker does with his legs?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Kind of like that, but in a little bit different position.
Why is Ricky Starks beating him with a chancla? Love it.
I mean, Anderson and Ricky Starks is going at it for the past 3 minutes.
Kidding me?
Back comes Claudio. Who's gonna make the save? Eddie Kingston's gonna make the save.
Wait, it almost knocked off the computer.
Oh, pure strength.
Be gentle.
Don't.
Roy says Moxley needs to go back to 2019, 2021. Yeah, way less blood for sure. I'm down for that. I think it's ruined it a little bit.
I wish we'd go back to Unscripted Violence theme song. I really like that one.
Yeah, me too. I still got it on my iPhone.
It's hard because both songs are great, and I love it. You can even throw in his Death Rider theme song from Japan that he used before Unscripted. Before he used Unscripted, and also before he used Wild Thing. Like, have you guys heard his Death Rider theme song?
He played it one time.
Never heard of it.
If you guys get a chance, especially Chris, if you get a chance, go listen to it after we're done. It is very like badass. Like it sounds like another Moxley song. I actually prefer that over Unscripted.
Next week at Dynamite Grand Slam, it's Jon Moxley defending his international championship against Ray Phoenix.
No more alphabetic theory.
Well, Phoenix does their letter F.
They skipped C. They went all the way down to F.
Technically R if you want to go first names.
Big Match Mox.
Big Match Mox. Ooh, look at our friend of the show, Matt Taven. He looks so good in that suit.
He kind of looks like the Judgment Day member, except he's not on WWE.
I like Roderick Strong's jacket. It's a very undisputed jacket.
Very
pretty, whatever you want to call it.
Oh boy.
Now he cares about him.
No, I don't care about Maxwell.
Shout out to Renee. Her outfit is on point tonight.
She's really giving AEW how do I say it? For backstage interviews, a lot more.
You know what?
Better driven questions, I guess.
I'm gonna say this: RJ City, very underrated too.
I like RJ City. He's his last one. AEW. He did RVD, and apparently they told him that he couldn't smoke weed or something in the back or something. I didn't watch it, but I heard that was one of the questions.
I need to listen. I need to go back and listen to that one.
Yeah, flashback.
I loved his -1 interview. That one was probably my favorite one.
Yeah, there was a lot of good ones with RJ City. MJF, he did with MJF. He lit the whole thing on fire.
You've been good.
All right, this is gonna be interesting. This painting.
Isn't it weird that like I'm liking this pairing of Takeshita and and the Weasel? Like I love this pairing. Don Callis is a genius, but Takeshita, man, I like this. I like this side of him. To be honest with you, I would even push for him to go to Japan and be the new leader at Bullet Club.
Oh god, don't remind me about Don Callis. I'm not a big fan of him.
Dude, I love Don Callis.
He's always got a mark on his head or something. He's always got a big old bruise on his head. Or
you remember you guy? He was attacked by the BCC.
Yeah. And did he went to Mexico?
You make it every week, or is it actually like a permanent scar?
I don't know because I know one time he really got hurt. He got pushed into one of those.
Look, listen, you guys. I'm not a big fan of Don Callis, though. He was the former Jackal. He was a former Virus, and now he is the former vice president of Impact Wrestling.
I think
now
he's
a manager again.
I think Don Callis is still a Virus because
Virus of professional wrestling.
Oh come on, Chris! You gotta give Don his flowers. Without him, we would never had Jericho versus Omega.
Last week he said that he had a target on someone.
But the question is who?
Are we going to get Takeshita and Hangman? That'd be a good one.
No, sit down.
I like his physique. Like, I feel like he's got a very good physique.
Which one?
Takeshita.
Oh.
Don Callis is just He just looks like a he looks like a weasel.
I'll
You know, Takeshita, like I don't know why I've always been a huge fan of him ever since he like did those first like 4 or 5 matches in AEW. And I'm so glad that they signed him. Honestly, he's actually my favorite signings they've done that's been outside of AEW, or has been original or from the other company.
Davis, Don Cal has a bean head.
Has a bean head, Davis. Yes, I'd say
I
more
like to see.
potato.
I have a potato head. The Alpha.
Oh my gosh! And they're doing the making fun of ROH like that. Nice callback to the Bucks and.
That's one of the things I miss of ROH is that they don't do that anymore.
Me too.
But I heard some people say people are trying to clean that up every single match. Then they just go everywhere and have to clean that up. But it's really cool for ROH.
It was definitely unique for sure. And I don't know, it just was something like that was charming about it when it was a smaller company.
Something I'd like to see? Moxley would do this probably. Have a Shark Tank above the ring, not a whole bunch of tacks in that big Shark Tank.
Oh, gosh.
And then after like 20 minutes, the Shark Tank tips over and the tacks just fall on the ring.
Dude, that's a very WWE thing.
Hey, Moxley would do it probably. He'd probably love it.
I guess, or like, especially if he was going back against Kenny, I guess it could be like revenge for his like contraption. It could be like, this is the contraption that you need to do. And then, I don't know, but raining tacks though, I just feel like it doesn't have that same effect as like landing on tacks. Like, it'd still hurt, maybe, but I feel like there's all that surface area. I feel like it would not hurt as much.
Didn't WCW do something like that, but it was fake blood or something?
Probably.
I remember them doing that.
Was it the Vince Russo era?
Yeah, because it was during Thunder. It was on that show that they did it.
Oh, we're going to get Ibushi and Takeshita?
Not what he said last. Oh, I know where this match is going to be at Wrestle Dream.
I'm down for that. I'm excited for Wrestle Dream. I don't know. It got a lot of flack, but I'm like, it seems like it's going to be a good like homage to Japanese wrestling, aside from of course from Forbidden Door. But I don't know. I think it's going to be a good one. What's your thoughts on it?
As long as we get an AEW World Title defense, I'll be fine with that. But what I think that they're going to do probably is for Grand Slam, MJF and Roderick Strong, and then at Wrestle Dream, MJF and Samoa Joe, because it's Wrestle Dream, so you get some like dream matches.
I think that's the way. I think that's the direction they got to go.
So and like MJF and Joe is kind of a dream match, just because of that one. Just because of what he did in NXT, it's weird that they're doing a story based off what WWE helped them do.
Well, the thing is, I think you had to. Oh, he's giving Takeshita his flowers. How nice. But I think you kind of had to tell that story because think about it, every fan knows behind the scenes. They know like the people that were, that were like backstage help when they were on the independent scene. To play into that, I feel like AEW does that well. I feel like WWE. I think WWE did a little bit with like, I think Braun Strowman and the Rosebuds incident.
I think if I was booking it, I would do. I would have MJF beat Roderick Strong. I don't see him winning the title, but I think that would be a good Dynamite Grand Slam match. Then Wrestle Dream, you got MJF versus Samoa Joe, and then at Wrestle Dream, I would do Adam Cole versus Roderick Strong because I feel like that's going to happen.
It's gonna be fun to see what happens for sure. Like, it like I said, I feel like this is gonna be a good build up. I feel like having that TV special that's not Battle of the Belts 23. I feel like that Grand Slam is gonna be a good build up for Wrestle Dream. So yeah. I expect some big. I expect a couple of Japanese talents to come over here in the next couple of weeks.
I think the main one though probably. Well, he's not Japanese, but Will Ospreay will probably be doing something.
Will Ospreay. Who else? Who's Brian? No, Zack Sabre Jr. will be over.
Yeah,
can't wait for that match with Bryan Danielson finally.
Yeah,
I think it'll be fun.
on the poster they've got
Eddie and Claudio, hopefully. Or is that happening at next week's episode?
Grand Slam in Eddie's hometown.
That I feel like they're going to have a second match at Wrestle Dream.
I think Eddie Kingston might win this because it's in his hometown. So,
see, and you say Eddie. Actually, I think eventually Eddie could be worked up into the main event feature.
maybe
But I think,
late.
I think he could do it. I think he could do it eventually, but you would have to build to it. And I think that's another Talking Elite episode. We're gonna have to pencil in eventually. But stars that we disagree on as a group, or we'll figure out the title. But I think we could call it stars or underrated wrestlers we think should be world champion. Because I'm high on Eddie Kingston. Of course, we mentioned that. Me and you've gotten a good fiery debates about it. But I think it'd be a fun topic because I would love to see how you would book.
I can see
wrestlers.
I can see Darby becoming world champion before.
I think Darby will be. I think Darby over Eddie. I really think Darby will be first.
I think once Danielson, I still think Danielson's getting that belt.
I don't think so.
Revolution 2024, and then when he wins it, he this is his last full-time run. So him,
yeah, it's true. So it could happen. It could be a good way to go out and then have a retirement match with Darby.
Yeah, well, I think either Adam Cole's gonna. I think Adam Cole will beat Danielson probably.
It's hard because there's so many good wrestlers that you could easily build to be your next face of your company.
I think someone like Darby being a world champion will probably happen around 20. It'll be a little bit.
I think it'll be 25. I think it's sometime in 25. Because I think
I know
MJF will be the last year-long champion. And I think you'll have maybe a 6-month or a couple pay-per-view cycle champion in between. I'd say between between MJF and then Danielson. I think Danielson will probably have a good 6-month reign.
Yeah, I think because Revolution's normally in February or March. So if he's going to retire and
have him retire at Wembley,
whenever it is, that would be the. Yeah, I feel like that would be the spot where that would be a good send off. That feels like that would be the.
I think it's just hard because I don't want him to. Is he fully retiring, or is he just? Or is he just going to be like a John Cena or a Rock schedule or Brock?
It sounds like this is his last run as a full-time wrestler. But his contract expires in 2024, so.
So he could easily just work part-time there.
Yeah.
Or do you think he would just become like a coach or a producer?
I think he'll probably do both. He'd probably be a producer for one of the shows, one show per week. He goes to Collision, he's a producer for 1 day a week, so he's not gone from his kids all the time. But every now and then, maybe we'd see him at a big show like All In or Forbidden Door or something like that. But I do know Kenny Omega will probably win the belt again. Hangman's probably going to win the championship again. The only former champion I don't see ever winning it again is Chris Jericho. He could win it again, but it's just the way that they're building him. I don't really see him ever winning that again.
I would rather have a Hangman or have MJF win it again. I feel like MJF is the one that you're going to put all your money on to have great matches, great championship runs. I kind of want to see this match.
Hook Cassidy.
I just love Orange Cassidy. Can we I love when people get mad at him, but I'm like, okay, you're also watching people dance around the ring,
Here comes Marilyn Monroe. Oh wait, that's Tony Storm.
I really like her new character.
It chin up, tits out, and watch out for the shoe?
like she's always like I think she's the best women's signing that they've ever had because she's always been able to cut good promo. She's had good matches. This is her first really singles heel run besides being the Outcast.
I would even say Sheeta. I would say her and Sheeta, at least when it comes to the main belt. Hayter fortunately got hurt, so it didn't give her a full chance. But I would like to go back and have Hayter have a better run when she heals up.
I think Saraya will probably they said Hayter will be back around February, so that's around Revolution. So Hayter coming back and beating Saraya around at Revolution 2024.
I still think Chris is going to be probably next in line, though.
Chris Statlander.
I think she's got to be. I think she's got to be after. I think after she. I think you use because she's making the TBS championship. She's putting prestige back into it. I don't think she's losing it to Jade. Because I know that we were talking. I know Adam, a couple of us were talking how we were worried about that, but I don't think that's going to happen.
If anyone should beat Statlander, I think she should lose it around Winter is Coming to Athena. What a good storyline there. Because right now she's doing a lot of stuff in Ring of Honor, so give it time for her to eventually lose that Ring of Honor Women's Championship to be able to come to AEW.
You know who I would try to get though, because her contract will be coming up here in the next few months. I would try to sign Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah,
if you're going to build up your women's division, I think you could easily use her. But the thing is, would she re-sign or would she go to the WWE with Chelsea?
That's a good question. It really depends on how they're gonna how Endeavor is gonna, if any major changes is gonna happen, how that's all gonna go down.
Because I would love to see Deonna and Britt. I think Deonna and Britt could easily main event Wembley.
Wasn't Deonna Purrazzo on? Yeah, she was on AEW.
Yeah, she was on AEW to lose their ROH championship or unify the belts because that was dumb. I wish that I don't understand why they did that.
Yeah, interim thing. Yeah, I don't like any interim.
You should have had. Who beat Deonna again for it?
I think Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, Mercedes Martinez. I would have had her go to Impact and win the championship that way, and then just come over and have the match at. That's what I would have done because, like I said, you're not losing anything.
I remember at the time, like it was like ROH and Impact had an event the same night, but it doesn't mean you had to do it.
Yeah, because I was at the Impact show instead of the ROH show, but the Briscoes were able to do double duty though.
Yeah, so like I don't see. Maybe her match was placed later or earlier, but
I think it was more just. I think it was just her. I don't think she wanted to do it.
I mean, they could have just had a number one contendership match, and whoever wins goes against Deonna Purrazzo instead of having to do all that.
Yeah, because I feel like that just made Deonna. Like, and I think Deonna was one of the best talents she is one of the best talents in the world. But for her to be wasted like that, I was frustrated.
Oh boy,
Sheeta and Britt Baker are still not on the same page.
Speaking. Well, I'll wait till this match is over. Next commercial break.
You're good. Do your comment. You're good. Yeah, go ahead, Chris. What are you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna wait. Well, let me see. Well, I was gonna wait for a couple. I was gonna wait a few weeks, but I was gonna a couple of weeks. But I'll say it anyway. We already know. Is D'Angelo De Niro still going to be a part of this podcast on the 4th?
Yeah, October 4th. He'll be on an hour before Dynamite, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Well, let me say this, though. About 4 days after that, we already know that weekend is my birthday. And I got tickets for Memphis Wrestling on October 8th. Sunday, Halloween Spooktacular featuring WWE and Memphis Wrestling's legend Gangrel, Kevin Thorne, Cool, and Crazy Steve.
So all washed up wrestlers and jobbers.
What'd you say?
Mordecai, Kevin Thorne.
Sorry, I'm sorry. That was a snarky comment. I'm sorry. I said so. All jobbers and washed up wrestlers.
I
Kevin
know,
Thorne.
I know they're not. I know they're not. I know these. I know the 4 guys are
Isn't
not.
there someone from MLW going to be there? What's his name? Can't remember his name for it. But Kevin Thorne, he played Kevin Thorne and Mordecai in WWE. That dude is
That's
jacked
true.
now. He's kind of like the Duke the Dumpster. Like he is so built now. Like he had a transformation. Like I remember, like, Duke the Dumpster was so out of shape, and then years later he's built and kind of like Gene Snitsky. I don't know if anyone remembers who that is.
Well, the reason why that I said all that is because Gangrel is going to be there. I mean, I know he's a washed up wrestler. I'll give you that, Lane.
It's a joke.
But still, Gangrel is one of the best managers. And did you know that he was almost? I don't know if he was married or not to Luna Vachon.
Who's there?
Luna Vachon, she passed away back in August 2010.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, the woman with the. You've seen Dark Side of the Ring featuring her.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Okay, gotcha. Give me a second.
And I think Gangrel was part of the interview. Says he was one of the last people who cared for Luna, right?
Sorry, give me just 1 second, Chris. You cut out. What'd you say?
I was gonna say that Gangrel was one of the last people who cared about Luna Vachon.
That's sad. That's really kind of sad.
I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to disrespect the Vachon family. But still, just in case, I met Gangrel one time though.
Mike says, yeah, Luna did date Gangrel.
Thank you very much, Mike, and thank you for your assistance.
She was kind of psycho. Yeah, I remember in that Dark Side Ring that Medusa, Wonder Blaze, she said that she was schizophrenic.
Well, that's one of her mental ill. I think that's a mental illness, right?
Yeah. She was good with Tony.
Okay, so have you guys been seeing that Dark Order is starting to post back their like they're going back to their roots a little bit and started posting the Join Dark Order videos again?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm so happy about that. I miss those.
You mean joindarkorder.com?
Hey, don't mess with my brothers.
I actually signed up for that account when that.
Same.
I did that.
Me too.
I never received any emails, but I signed up for it.
Yeah, I did too.
I hope one day Alan Angels comes back and Stu Grayson gets back with them. At least Stu Grayson.
Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe in a few years, -1 will be able to wrestle. Because whenever he's allowed to wrestle, he's going to be instantly the leader of the entire group.
Pretty much. He's already got an AEW contract.
Oh, got a new match tonight. Darby and Nick Wayne versus 2.0.
Well, actually, it's a cool hand and Daddy Magic.
Hey, what's up, Dustin?
As a Canadian host of AZ, Luna, Sean.
Wait,
was way
what did he
before
say
time.
again? I didn't see the whole post.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Okay.
We filmed our. Oh shoot!
Tony Storm got it.
Tony Storm just pulled off
The sneak victory.
one.
A sneaky victory.
She stole
All
that.
all she cares about is that AEW World's Champion.
And she
What did you carry about the World Championship too?
She was robbed of her title shot. She never should have lost it, and they should be ashamed of what they did to her. That's the same kind of promo. I love saying that line because Jim Ross, when he said that to Eric Bischoff. So next week.
Oh yeah, from the day after WrestleMania, right?
Outcast versus Outcast. This is gonna be good.
This is a big match. Saraya and Tony Storm. Dynamite.
I don't think Saraya's gonna lose this match though.
Now things are gonna full on go with the Outcast. I think the group is very close to exploding.
Hey, Ruby dyed her hair.
Right.
I like that hairstyle.
Kind of like Soraya's.
Oh, so it's Tony not in it anymore.
Is Tony still part of the group, or does she leave? Okay, catch me up. Did Tony leave the group or get kicked out?
Kinda and kinda not. I mean, at All In, Tony Storm hit Soraya's mom,
Oh,
and then Soraya pinned Tony to win the match. But she never really left. Like actually, like said that she's leaving, or it's just kind of like she's going on her own little thing.
as long as she doesn't do like the finger poke of doom.
No, if they did that, then Kevin Nash he's in AEW. Or Vince Russo's somehow got
Gosh,
backstage.
not Vince
Unless sex
Rizzo.
gods.
Dude, that'd be the worst person they could have in
what
charge of
Tony's doing,
AEW
Ruby
to help
that caused
Tony.
her to- Yeah, it could be Ruby. Can't forget about Ruby.
Rubies.
But he did
In the
walk
middle
like
between
that.
all this.
Boy, Isaac, pretty good women's match. I agree. She's still coming out with the music. Yeah, that is true. She's still coming out with the Outcast music. I liked how it all
In the
in.
background.
Soraya, when Soraya won, she went back to her Falling in Reverse music. I've always liked that theme song. Like a lot of groups I've never heard of if it wasn't for AEW, because I Prevail, I didn't know who they were until they did some of the AEW theme music in 2019. Didn't know who Falling in Reverse was. There was one really good group that did the music for Cody and
Oh,
Dustin.
I forgot. You didn't go through an emo phase, did you?
Or what?
An emo phase, because Falling in Reverse,
No.
that's I found out through them because of my emo phase.
I only knew them because of AEW.
Go listen to Good Girls, Bad Guys. That song, you're gonna be like, oh god, what am I listening to? There's so much
Falling in
angst,
Reverse.
bro.
Falling in
It's-
Reverse.
Yeah, it's bad.
Some of my favorite songs are Zombified, I like
Popular
Drugs.
Monster is really good.
Yeah, Popular Monster. There's a lot of other good ones. I was listening to a lot of his older songs. The dude, he was way different than what he does now. The hair all like big
Prison,
time
that'll
lush.
see it, man.
What's that?
Went to prison for a little bit, and so during prison, that's
Yeah,
where
I know.
with Unpopular Monster and Zombified. So, like I said, I personally think he grew as a person, and I get some of his comments for some people are kind of out there, but his music is pretty. I like his music. I think he's one of the best the newer rock style. I think he does it well.
I like Ronnie's his name. He's really good.
Ronnie is great. His vocals are,
And he can actually rap too. Like he can actually rap, like not like mumbo jumbo. Like he can actually drop some pretty good bars. He can actually do it. It was Drugs, I believe. He did better than a lot of actual rappers.
Well, because if you think about it, he kind of plays off that Eminem kind of Tupac, that similar like rhythm when it comes to like how the flow is. Because if you look at Popular Monsters, right? That one, it has a very similar like style to almost that similar flow pattern as like Toy Soldiers by Eminem has, or Cleaning Out My Closet. It's a good break between like that portion and then his singing. And don't forget, the man can scream too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's something that you won't. You'll definitely hear a lot of screaming in some of those songs.
Oh, you know what I want to see? You know who I want to see do a song for AEW? I want to see Asking Alexandria do a song for AEW because they have done like I can't remember if they've done anything for WWE, but they have a really cool, like, similar style to how Volume Reverse is with their last album. I feel like it would be a good fit. Either Asking Alexandria or Bad Omens. Bad Omens would be a good band to actually bring in and do like a video package or a pay-per-view song.
Look at Chris Jericho still wearing those purple sparkly shoes. Boots.
I remember when Fozzy, they did one Full Gear 2019. It was Fozzy Nowhere to Run.
Nowhere to Run's a good one.
That was I don't know who that woman's supposed to be, but she's really into Jericho.
Nice. I saw that. Oh, what about Corey Taylor? I think Corey Taylor would be. I think his solo project would be a good fit for a theme song.
Speaking of Fozzy though. Guess who's got a Fozzy VIP from Memphis, Tennessee?
Huh. I wonder who it is. He's only been talking about it since last week. Who? Sorry. Don't you both have it, or is it just you, Chris?
What?
Is it just you that has it, or is it both you guys?
Well, I met Chris Jericho twice. It's this guy. Sorry.
Oh, Lane, you're going?
No, you.
Well, I'm this way. No, I'm this. I don't know. Yeah, I bought a. Yeah, I'm going
I
the
do all the time. Yeah, I'm excited for you, bro. Get Chris Jericho to sing our intro for us.
Yeah, that would be something. Yeah, that would be
Could
cool.
you imagine him singing?
I wish.
Have him sing over the intro to Talking Elite.
Well, look, Lane. I don't know what you. Well, look, Lane. I met Fozzy and Chris Jericho twice, and it's going to be my third time though in Memphis. Well, not the VIP, just to hear them sing.
I would love to meet their guitar player because he's the one that writes all their music.
This is a pretty good song right
They turn
here.
on each other?
They've had a lot of good moments together, Sammy and Jericho.
Sammy leaving?
Singing after during the pandemic.
Yeah, since Dynamite, the first episode of Dynamite, they've.
I hope they're not breaking up. I actually want to see these two go and win the tag titles.
That's one of the matches I got.
Who's singing that anyway?
I don't know.
It sounds like Jericho.
It could be Jericho.
Or maybe a cover version of one of the songs.
Hey Siri, what's this song?
Listening.
Oh, missed it.
You could just press Shazam on the phone.
I was too lazy to unlock it and go find the
Well,
Shazam.
do not say Shazam because he's gonna blow up the place. Say Shazam. Wait, are you Billy Batson, Lane?
Why?
Are you trapped? Are you a man trapped in a kid's body?
No.
Because Billy Batson is. Well, like, do you know who Shazam is?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I know. It's a super.
I have not. You know what? I'm gonna make you really mad, but I have not seen the Shazam movies.
I only like the first one.
What about the Fury of Gods?
I don't recommend going to see it, but if you like that, I guess.
I'll just wait for it to come out on streaming platforms. I feel like superhero movies are kind of done for.
DC at least.
They're just Marvel kind of ruined it, and then DC just tried playing catch up. Couldn't get that universe going. Decides to do dumb stuff with both, Batman, Superman. That one kind of think that was the. I'm not gonna lie, I did like Batman versus Superman. I thought it was good, but I feel like after that, it just went.
Yeah, once Zack Snyder left, I think they made a really bad decision of getting James Gunn. Yeah.
Yep.
He was good at Guardians of the Galaxy, but not everything can be comedy. The Blue Beetle that's out now is really, really good.
It looks good. I'm excited for new Batman.
I hope
movie.
they're not faking up.
I'm not saying anything.
You didn't like Edward as Batman.
Edward.
Well, Robert Patterson.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought he did a good Bruce Wayne.
he's one of my favorite Batmans. It's tied between him and Ben Affleck, but I like his. His is very different.
I would say Ben Affleck would probably be number 3. I think Christian Bale was my favorite, and then I think Robert Patterson is number 2. I think he's got a lot to.
I would
I
say
think he's got a lot going for him.
I would
Who's
say
number
Christian Bale's
one
number one.
Batman?
I would say he's
Live
number
action.
1, but if he just to talk a little bit better and not have to sound like he's hoarse all the time. But
Well, I think
like-
that's because think about it, he's just barely away from the mountains after he was trained by the League of Assassins.
yeah,
So I think I feel like this next movie he's going to be. I think it's gonna be a few years after that, and we'll see him completely like cleaned up, almost like how Bruce Wayne is in like the TV show where he's the, where he is the rich playboy billionaire that's flirting with like the girls from Sweden.
it's gonna be different seeing him do that because he's a very. I like the dark side of what they've made him.
Yeah.
Jericho's sidekick.
You were never brought into AEW to be Chris Jericho's sidekick. Okay, you were brought here to become a main event player.
Watch it be signed this weekend, Queens for a Grand Slam.
I'm okay with that. They do like one match, like a grudge match between each other, hug it out. I say go for the tag titles, be FTR. I think have a short run with that. I don't know. It's hard because who could beat FTR?
There's one team, but they're not going to team up anymore. Santana and
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I'm
they're
not
still
gonna
not going
say
to
it.
team together. But there's a see that's the problem with their tag division. But they don't really have any set teams anymore.
Because really,
They've
you have
broken a lot
the
of
sex.
them.
See what the Sex Gods still, King of the Black Thrones,
They've broken
Darby
a
and
lot of them.
Sting. You have Roosh and Preston and
My boy Tan.
But
who
do you
else was?
think? But do you think after this match with Jericho and Sammy, whoever loses is going to take it personally?
I think Jericho's gonna lose.
I don't think. I think he would get mad
Uh-oh.
again, like how he lost against Ospreay.
Well, I think because Jericho's at a point where he can lose against Sammy and be okay. Oh man, I like the Panda Head.
Well, I like how at All In, Ospreay beat Jericho and Jericho, like Sammy tried to shoot up Jericho and he pushed Sammy and didn't want anything to do with him. So if he loses this time, he might actually Judas effect.
Oh, they were friends.
Yep.
For now. I feel like they're gonna kiss.
Please don't.
Next week, I'm going to give you the match.
Ooh, pretty strong words.
I'm going to go easy on you. I'm going to beat the living hell out of you.
Good promos.
I really like this.
Harder than I've ever pushed anyone.
What do you guys think down below? Do you guys liking this
And I expect
this promo? Is you guys hyped up for this match next week? Because I'm actually looking forward to this one.
We were saying tag teams that could beat. I
I
think
think you
FTR
have
would
best
probably.
friends.
I think FTR would probably lose them around Full Gear, because they don't really have. Because Sammy Jericho's only had one tag team win in the last since they've been back teaming.
Yeah.
So they should have to work their way back up. Which that's one of the reasons I think they should bring back the ranking system, because Here's lately we've been getting a lot of open challenges and tournaments, and just out of nowhere, people that doesn't really deserve a title shot. So the ranking system just makes it more. I would do it a little bit different though this time, like explaining why someone, if they're number one, are not getting a title shot. It needs to be a little bit more. I don't know. I believe that there's a way to make it work into the stories.
Yeah, I still think you could do best. I think because you could probably build up best friends to do it through that ranking system. You could build up private party. You could always do the Hardys, of course. I feel like the Hardys. I think the Hardys deserve one last run.
He's not going to be available for Grand Slam.
Dude, sorry, I get a week off.
You know, that reminds me. I need to order my shirt for the MJF shirt. I'm Cole
No. No.
shirt. It looks cool. I like it.
No one wears MJF.
I mean, you guys hear my fiance?
Yeah, I haven't bought it either because around All In, I thought they was going to break up. So I might actually buy one now since they're still together.
I really want their that dress shirt though.
Oh, the thing. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That one was like a regular shirt. Oh my gosh, they have the chin up tits out shirt. Yes. I don't know if I could wear that in public though, but I was trying to get. Is the pre-order done? Did I miss the pre-order again?
Renee showing a lot. Ring announcers should be neutral.
Oh, they do. Oh, they got a Danhausen shirt too. They have a button-up Danhausen shirt. That one's kind of cool. Connor, I could see you rocking that one, you know, at church or if you go to church or a date night. That one's cool. That's the MJF shirt. Ori asked, do we still play Fight Forever? I do. I was playing it a couple nights ago.
I never played it yet.
Until a few weeks, you will.
Oh, not going to go there.
I still play it. I've been playing Stadium Stampede a lot.
I'm waiting for my 5 to get it.
Yesterday, I finally won my first ever Stadium Stampede match. After 216 tries, I finally won one.
You won one.
Luckily, like we both died at the same time, but he died first. Like we ran out of health. He died first, and I was still just.
I'm not much of a battle royale guy, but I had fun with the 2 matches I did play with it. But then after that, for my PS4, it doesn't run well on a PS4. At least mine. But was my internet connection on my PS4. So get my PS5 here soon, so I'll let you guys know if it's gonna work better or not.
Are you getting a PS5?
Yeah, I bought one today. It's gonna be here tomorrow, so I'm like, yes.
Well, can play online.
There's so many like good games coming out, and I hear, and plus with having the AEW Fight Forever game, I hear it runs a lot better, especially with Stadium Stampede. So I'm like, I'm definitely gonna do it.
I finally got a horse. It's hard to find the horses and the you can drive in there.
Yeah, that's
Get
cool.
the
I want to see
horses.
that. We need to
It's
do we need to do a battle royale night with all of us.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah,
Is there a way to do a private match on there? You know,
private. I believe there is.
because we could get all of us and then open it up to some of the viewers, and we could stream it
That'd be.
and put it
yeah,
on
that'd be
for
fun.
like do it a Twitch exclusive. I know Mike would probably like that. Our
That'd be
video game
fun.
guru.
Big Man and Ryan Cage.
But actually, I don't think he likes the game too much, so I'm not sure if he'd be down for it. Mike, if you're listening, let
Yeah.
us know if you're down for it.
Michael or
Or Michael, sorry.
Yeah, because we got one mic.
We got Mike, Michaels, and
Hey, we got another Michael too. Well, Zach. His name's Zach, but I don't know.
yeah.
We got a lot of Mikes and Michaels. Yeah, I don't know if he likes which I don't know if it's true or not, but on Steam charts, AEW AEW Games has recently put something into their like they make updates every day on Steam Labs, whatever it's called. And there's one match type that's pretty interesting, and Anarchy in the Arena online play game. I guess it would be similar to Same Stampede, but a little bit different.
More violent. I'm down.
I guess it would be like 5-on-5. Like you would have your online, like you're teaming up 5 people go against another 5 people.
Oh, so it'd be like Call of Duty in a way, like Team
Kind
Deathmatch.
of.
I'd be down for that.
I don't know what's actually going to happen, but it said on there that they imported it into their database on Steam. What is it
So
called?
we could be
Steam
getting it
charts.
here probably the next few months with the next expansion.
Now they just picked Keith Lee out.
Dude.
Keith Lee looks really, really good.
Keith Lee is he's probably one of the best looking wrestlers in that game.
Yeah, like, and he has a lot of different moves than a lot of the wrestlers on there. Like my first time playing with him, like I got a 7-star match, and and it was only like 3 minutes.
See, I'm having a hard time. I'm not getting a 5-star match yet. I'm having a hard time getting more than 4.5.
I normally do a lot of variety of different moves, breaking the guardrails.
Nice.
What Brian Cage is fixing to do now.
Nice segue. I like that. That was clean. Way to go, Connor. Way to go. That was clean.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was gonna do until he ran him into the post. But what is that on Hangman's? Is that a tattoo or is that?
It must have been from that face paint.
That doesn't look right. I hope it's face paint because that doesn't look right.
Yeah, it's face paint.
I would hope so because that's what Cody Rhodes is.
He's not grabbing his pec though.
Hopefully it's his face paint. Because at first I looked at that. And, oh God, they don't need him out.
How can he get dislocated or whatever within 1 minute? He was fine, and next thing you know, he just.
Who's
Well,
Darby going against?
Things can happen. That's the thing, Chris. Is human bodies are weird.
Anything can happen in wrestling. I've seen a lot of things when I've been refereeing. Like I've seen. Well, I won't mention it on here because it'd probably get taken down if I said. I will say I refereed one match and someone who wasn't mentally there did something they probably shouldn't have done. I was just say it has to do involving scissors and well.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he basically decided to be like the new Jack. He decided to play New Jack.
Oh!
Well, it was. He never got to wrestle ever again after that. So.
Why don't you post it in the private chat and I'll see if we can say it on there.
Hey, we should do a Patreon, and if you guys want to pay for this stuff, so I don't get in trouble.
Patreon, dude. Yay! That means we can all get 25 cents for every $1.
This swerved. Yep, swerved.
I can pay for soda pop.
You see Prince Nana?
Dude, Prince Nana is like legit one of the best things in AEW
You
right
see what
now.
he's doing? All right, Prince Nana is one of my favorite. Oh God, leave.
Come on, Swolverine.
Did you just see what?
Oh God!
That's a
What
Crispin
the
Wild.
front door did he just do?
Not him, man.
That was a Crispin Wild suplex. I'll post it.
That was brutal, bro.
Know what you mean?
you
Brutal.
I know you've seen that dance, Chris.
What?
I know you've seen that dance, Prince Nana dance.
Oh, dude, I secretly do the Prince Nana
Don't
dance.
remind me.
Every time I
Don't
go to the
remind
gym.
me. I'm not doing it now.
What if they pay you? Well, did you ever get your money?
No,
weeks
they
ago?
didn't. No, I didn't.
Because they said it was
Told you
the
they
18th.
lied.
Man, this has just been so much fun.
Oh boy, I am.
Good.
I was kind of thinking like once a month we should do
Uh-oh.
a Twitch stream and play a game together.
Just watch. Oh, you can't see
I think
it,
it'd be
but
awesome to do
it's Jericho.
I think it'd be awesome to do like we could do like Overwatch or Call of Duty,
Yeah, that would be fun.
or we could do like Sea of Thieves. Like, we could be pirates. I can see Chris being a good pirate.
Talking to me?
Yeah, you.
You say I'm pirated. I'm not pirated.
No, I said he could be a good pirate. As in, there's a game called Sea of Thieves where you could be a pirate, Chris. Connor could be the captain. Me and you could be like manning the sails
I'll
and
be the co-captain.
and playing the
No.
the accordions.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to like do that. Or there's like Jackbox Party. We could get a group of our listeners. We could stream it and have them use their phones to be the controllers. So
There you go.
yeah, well, I don't know. I think it's something fun. I know we're doing a lot of fun stuff for sure on the show, but we have a lot of fun ideas. So let us know if you would ever watch our Twitch stream of playing video games.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have Twitch, and I don't have any video games to show
Everyone has
you.
Twitch. What?
How, Connor? You can tell that story. It's not gonna get us kicked off. It's not swearing.
Well,
I'm gonna record it.
It's just an injury. Or well,
yeah, it was,
we've
the
talked about
first
Mick Foley on here before, bro.
yeah, Mick
talked
Foley
about his-
did. All right.
We talked
well,
about him getting his ear
I
ripped
refereed
off,
one,
falling off the
refereed
cage,
one
almost
match.
dying.
and it was a few years ago, and this guy had a lot of mental health issues, and some days he was in good moods and he was in bad moods. The wrestler he didn't like, he would always pick on him. So he actually shoot fighted him in the ring and punched him, and like they were actually going at it in the ring. So he got like all. I'm not going to repeat what he said on the microphone because he said that he wanted some of that stuff. It's not even wrestling related. He wanted to do to himself. He went to the back, got some scissors, and came to the ring and cut his ear off.
Ow!
One of the most.
Did he get arrested?
Well, after that, that's when him and the other wrestler got into a fight in the back. He was never allowed to come back after that. But they did call the cops for that because he cut his freaking ear off.
Yeah, that's a little too much. I get wrestling is storytelling. It
He
can be
wasn't-
extreme, but that's not storytelling. That's
He had a lot of issues.
Jesus Christ, man.
Like he was actually portraying his own character, like not even playing a character. Say his name. I don't want people to.
Connor, it's still real to me, damn it. It's still real to me.
I don't know where he's at or what he does.
It feels like every other wrestler right now that had something that happened. Probably in jail, staying asylum, working down at McDonald's. Saying that's not a good spot.
And that was the first
Isn't
time I ever seen something like. Yeah, it was something else. I'll never forget that.
I'm just glad that Hangman's not hurt. Like, so the paint rubbed off.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Because at first I looked at it and it looked like Cody Rhodes had it. It's not as bad as Cody Rhodes, but this has been a pretty good match.
I feel like Triple H had a pretty good tear too.
Oh God, yeah,
That one was.
it was a good promo. All right, talking
Yeah.
about Sammy and Jericho. I just bought the Samoa Joe shirt. I'm wearing Samoa Joe right now. Joe. I know
I
the
was
one you're
going to
talking
my
about.
shirt, but I couldn't find it.
Joe's got a new shirt with kind of like the Samoan hand signal. There you go. Chris is, yeah.
Oh, it's gotta hurt. Nice drop.
What about you guys in the chat? No, someone asked about Fight Forever. If you are playing Fight Forever, what do you most enjoy about the game? Suicida.
Excuse me. Five-star man himself.
Must be a cat fight on Twitter.
Cat
Somebody's
Man.
going off on some.
All the way from 420, Colorado. He is the 5-star man, Mr. Jacobs.
Thank you. Sorry for my tardiness.
Well, it's
Hey,
good to
you're
have you.
good.
All right, there's 3 licks. No, I'm playing. I really like Brian Cage's new tights. So,
His face paint's pretty cool, too.
yeah, he does a lot of face paint in recognition of Chris Kanyon. That's probably his favorite wrestler because a lot of his stuff is in remembrance of Chris Kanyon.
And sometimes he does that though to mock Sting.
Yeah, he did one time the mock stage.
That's true.
Yeah. I believe him and Chris Canyon were like pretty much best friends.
Until Chris
he was in
Kanyon passed.
It was a Dark Side of the Ring episode of Chris Kanyon
That
and
was
Brian
sad.
Cage was in. I
Well,
believe the Young
Yeah,
Bucks
that was
were
one of
in
the sadder. That was one of the sadder episodes to me.
it. I believe the Young Bucks were in it too.
Bucks.
Yeah.
A lot of like
Dynamite,
wrestlers are AEW wrestlers. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh man,
Sorry about that.
you're good.
So how's the show been so far? I'm just tuning in.
Solid.
This match right here has been crazy. Like this is probably one of the best matches tonight.
I would go back and watch the women's match as well.
Don't
Move
remind
out of
me.
the way.
A Marilyn Monroe lookalike just won the match. Whoops.
Oh,
Thanks for spoiling that for me.
Yeah, Chris.
Well, for Mr. Jacobs.
How dare you? Actually, he probably saw it on Bleacher Report. Oh. Roll up.
oh. Prince Nana, get on the. You're right there. Get on the ring.
Oh man.
Pile driver.
Prince Nana didn't. How dare you, Prince Nana? You're right there. You could have got on the ring and did your dance.
He didn't do a damn thing.
He could have distracted the referee, did his little dance. Then Swerve could have came back to the ring and then hit.
He just jumped up and down.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
That's my favorite poster.
No more dancing for a week because
The Swerve looks pissed.
yeah. Hey, Swerve, kick out Prince Nana next.
No, don't kick him out.
He
He didn't do it. He didn't do anything right there. He didn't do
It's not his
anything.
fault. He was just giving Brian Cage, the benefit of the doubt.
Oh man, he
Hangman's
was just
got
jumping up and down like a lunatic.
Well, no wonder Prince Nana isn't a real prince.
If I was in his position, I would have got on the ref. I would have got on the apron. Hey, ref, hey.
You
Something.
should have done his dance and
Yeah, he should have did the Nana dance.
then Swerve could have came to the ring and then hit Hangman with the chair. Then Brian Cage could then F5 and won the match.
Oh man, I love Hangman. His promos are always the best.
You can tell they always come from his heart. He's not just going out there just spitting out a script.
Right?
And last week, for 1 second, when you said something, you said to me, I thought for 1 second.
Burger King.
Oh,
But after tonight,
Burger King has.
They're gonna bring that back. And Jerry Lawler
Oh,
did that.
man.
And everyone would wear.
That was a good one, man. Burger King ass crown.
Right? What has he got?
This is gonna
He's
be
reaching for
interesting.
something. Oh, is he on microphone?
Who is that? That's
You
Swerve?
You thought he was gonna pull a Pillman. That'd be insane if, you would never see AEW ever again if they did that. He reached out and pulled a gun out. You won't ever see that again in wrestling. Period.
No.
Damn. He just dropped a whole diss on their hometown. Heel 101.
Swear he's got a black eye, looks like.
He looks a little more tired.
Yeah, he looks like more baggy, more baggy under his eyes.
I knew it.
Wrestle Dream, baby.
I just said that a few. That
Nice
was
call.
Wrestle Dream. Me and you, Hangman. But,
uh-oh. Brian Cage. There we go.
Oh, boy.
So why were you doing this just a few minutes ago, Prince Nana? Now you're doing this? The match is over now. The match is over. How dare you? Yeah, don't do your dance thing anymore. No, I don't want to see it no more. You should have done that when
No
you
more
were.
dancing for Nana.
What is he doing?
Oh my god.
It's the most over. It's like the Jake Hager hat. It's so
Oh
over.
god.
Right.
Look at it.
He's
Oh, it's the Young Bucks.
I love
Super
it.
kick.
Matt Jackson.
Oh,
did-
Join in
no.
with him.
I love Mitch. I
Oh,
love
Yeah, this is entertainment.
Matt Jackson should have went along with it.
they're videotaping it.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
He's
I'm actually
overselling
pretty good, I'm not
too.
gonna lie. That's mean. This is mean.
Oh man, I
He
don't
just-
care who you are. That's funny right there.
He just did the
That
Ric
was
Flair.
damn funny.
You see what he did? He did what Ric Flair did. He would
Mm-mm.
he'd take a bump and he just flop like a fish.
It's always,
That's
man,
entertainment right there, man.
Overselling is the best when it comes to stuff like this.
Prince Nana deserves a pay raise. I think he got re-signed. He signed a new deal. I'd have Prince Nana. Well, no, I would not because he didn't do what he should have done.
He didn't dance when he should have danced.
Yeah, he did it when he should
Right.
not dance. Yeah, because he got his ass handed to him just stairs. Daniel Garcia.
you're asking about Chris Jericho. You're asking about Sammy Guevara. Why don't you talk about how the Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah, he French fried when he should have pizza.
Well, I'm
Well,
Danielson.
you're gonna have a bad time. Prince Nana had a bad time.
Exactly.
Oh, Connor, Will commented to your question earlier. Will's been playing Casino Battle Royale. Nice. Who's your go-to wrestler, Will?
I like seeing about it. Well,
That sounds disgusting. No.
Nice. Just love those hips, man.
Mm.
I would change a few things about it. I would have at least 6 people in at a time. But I like that's really the only thing that needs to be fixed of it. That's really it. Just a few more people to be inserted into, because you can't do trios matches as of right now, but you can do trios matches. Like someone imported a whole bunch of people into the ring and it worked perfectly fine.
So I wonder if they're testing it still.
Yeah, I think trios matches will probably be a whole DLC package. You get the trios matches, the trio titles. You get a bunch of. You probably get Brody King and Bud Matthews to complete the House of Black, and they'll probably give you some other wrestlers to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that would be a whole
That makes
package.
sense.
you could get.
I give the game one more. I think I give the game one more year, and I think it's gonna be one of the best wrestling games we've ever played.
Yeah, as long as they
Yeah.
continue updating it.
Give me a few more arenas. I love the arena creation. Give me some more creation when it comes to the wrestler. I think that's my
Right.
biggest downside. Is like, give me more of that T-shirt create. Like, I get WWE does it really well, but give me where I can make my own T-shirts. If I make, or like if I would say do Kenny Omega, I want to do a custom
Mhm.
shirt. Give me his
Your own
damn
color
logo.
schemes.
Let me do like a tie dye color with his his V trigger. Give me
Right.
something like that. That's what I want in that game. It's like you have a great game. The mechanics I like a lot more, like better than WWE. I think the mechanics are great. The visuals, like I know they're not like super realistic, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Right.
the visuals.
It's more arcadey.
It's how it plays, how it feels. It still plays pretty smooth.
Mhm.
It's not clunky. It just
Right.
needs to keep growing. Look at
those-
Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is one of the best games nowadays, thanks to the anime, all the updates they did, and the DLC that's coming up next month.
The best model on there is Wardlow. Like I would say, Wardlow and Keith Lee, they have some best looks. Looks like some wrestlers don't look realistically, but some guys look very realistically.
Sting.
Yeah.
Sting and
They,
Darby, I think Darby's one of my favorite ones. He's a little cartoonish, but he looks really good.
I know Bonnie doesn't really look as good, but they just fixed it a few days ago. I think it was yesterday, the day before they fixed Bonnie. They fixed
Adam
her
Cole.
face.
Adam Cole's mom. That one, super crisp.
But yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of by June next year. Hopefully, there's a lot of new stuff added. I know.
I can definitely see growth in it. Definitely.
Yeah, they get. Oh, before you came on, AEW has this thing, the Steam chart. It's basically for PC, but they also import like it's a public free thing to see that you can see like what they're working on, what they're doing, and they imported something into their game software, and it's AEW Anarchy in the Arena online game.
Oh snap!
So I guess it would be kind of like Stadium Stampede, but smaller in the arena. So it'd be it'd be one team with 5 people against another team with 5 people in the arena, I guess. Or I guess you could do more than 5 people when they fit 30 in Stadium Stampede. So
sounds pretty awesome.
but I'm curious to see how they make. It's going to be very different than Stadium Stampede because it's a stadium.
Yeah.
Anarchy in the Arena is an arena. Oh God, I'm nervous.
I don't think Chris is losing this match.
I wouldn't think so.
Not now. Not now.
They're
I wouldn't
going
think
to
so.
Rampage,
So we would get the spoiler
Let's
if she
watch her
won.
freaking belt back.
but I think
I think
Chris
if
is
she's gonna drop a title, it should be on a pay-per-view. No.
yeah, there's no way she's losing.
Personally, the person that should
She
beat
wants a belt back.
Statlander is Athena. I would have, of course, Athena's the ROH Women's Champion, so I would have her drop the title before winning that one. But that winner is coming. Chris Statlander, Athena. Athena should be the next TBS Women's Champion.
I see nothing wrong with that.
She's putting on probably the best work, and out of both, well, besides Toni Storm, she's doing pretty good. But Athena's really killing it on Ring of Honor. Her
She did
promos with Lexi Nair. You thought Toni Storm was crazy.
Or
Athena's
Willow.
just-
Willow Nightingale would be cool.
That would be cool to see her. Like she's so bubbly and nice.
Yeah.
Her flip the switch and go crazy.
I think you need like another heel to
It
win.
would be pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
So they call it 2.0 or I guess there's I like that Jake Hager's still with them. Nana Jay. Even though their whole group disbanded.
Unless Jake turns on him.
That's a possibility.
How Jake became like a dominant monster like he wasn't there to be before the whole We the People movement.
I'm
Have him go back to that. That would be nice.
You need Zeb Colt. Well, Dutch Mantel.
Dude, you can because
He doesn't
will that
need
be
Dutch.
too? Well, it doesn't need to be like the whole We the People stuff.
Right.
But Dutch, dude, how Dutch be like almost like his like his retired grizzled gimmick that he like that Dutch Mantel character that he had back in the early days of wrestling. That's what I want to see. I don't need no Zeb Coulter. You know, let's have a Trump kind of America kind of character, stereotyping those red hats.
And it's not like
I mean,
who that is. Oh, it's Dutch Mantel. You ain't gotta call him Zeb Coulter.
I mean, that's kind of ran its course, I think, but I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't think he does much anymore.
He does a podcast.
Yeah, he has a podcast. It's actually really good.
I actually think he does. I think he does a better podcast than Cornette.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
Jim Cornette's really, really, really funny. Yeah,
Right.
he just-
The dude's
that's-
hilarious. I
I
don't
think
know.
it's like one's more gimmick than I just like, and then again, I like Dutch's take on wrestling and his history on some of the things as well. Like, I think that's one thing that both guys do well, but I just like the way that he does it more than Cornette. And I'm ignoring all the whole AEW and WWE stuff. I'm just talking about like they're both their wrestling knowledge is great, but I like how Dutch presents it. Him and Jake the Snake do a great job of like, on their own podcast on wrestling
Yeah.
history.
Jake is a great storyteller too.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And Mick Foley does a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Have a Nice Day podcast. Bang, bang.
I know
It's
Road Dogg's got
amazing.
one. A What Do You Know podcast.
Oh,
I
you
never
didn't
listened
know?
to it.
Your ass better call somebody.
But Jim Cornette, he's something else. I wish he would have shows, like actual shows you could go to and like sit there and just listen. Because
Like a night with Jim Cornette kind of thing.
yeah,
Just
why
one
he
man
doesn't.
stage show.
Just think about everybody else in their podcast now that has done a live show of some sort.
Yeah.
I went to one.
Taker has a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I know what you're talking about.
His was yeah.
He's
I
gonna be
wish
in
I was
Kentucky
gonna
for
see
one
it.
of those. You want to go, Chris?
You there?
Chris.
Yeah, I'm good.
Fine.
I thought I was frozen for a second.
I'm good.
so-
Why did Christian just come out right now carrying that TNT champion that he is not the holder?
That's the fun part.
He says he is.
Well,
We have to believe what he
said
says.
so.
Because he knows that Chris does not have a daddy. And so he's trying to be Chris's daddy and everybody's daddy.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, we're talking about podcasts. I went to one Nashville when AEW came to Nashville in 2019. Then after the show, they had I showed Mr. Jacobs this, but they had a show like it started at 11, but then it started till 12 a.m. because Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone did commentary for AEW. So I got to meet Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross after the talk show. I took this picture at 3 a.m. in the morning.
That's
yeah,
cool.
that one still makes you laugh. So,
Yeah.
what do you guys think? So, have you guys seen the long cards that AEW misprinted?
Long cards.
No,
So
I
I
haven't.
bought one on. So I bought one. So what happened is on Smart Mark Sterling, Eddie Kingston, Hideki Shida. There's one more. Oh, it's Prince Nana. They all, for some reason, have Long in the middle of their name. So I bought the one that says Eddie Long Kingston.
Oh boy.
Dude, I've already doubled my money. So right now the card is going for $20, right? I bought it for 10.
Oh,
That's like whenever Sean Waltman, when he was the 1-2-3 kid, he had one eyebrow shaved, and that went out, and I think now that I don't know how much it's worth now for the whole thing mint condition. Yeah, but he was like an action figure with the picture of 1-2-3 kid. One of his eyebrows is gone. I guess from the night before he had got ribbed, and he had to go take a picture for action figure box or whatever, and that's what. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you look it up, you can find it.
Oh, it's great.
Mike, what do you guys think the Wrestle Dream card is going to look like?
Just to sum it up. Sorry.
I was going to say, well, we got two matches. Well, technically two, yeah. Bryan Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. Then they just made it official that Swerve Strickland versus Adam Page is going to be happening. So we got them two matches. So,
I mean, so far, I mean, it's not a. I mean, from the way they're building it so far, I don't see anything wrong with it. But we're just now going. They're just now announcing those matches, so it's hard to say.
So
I think
how it's going to be, Mike, it's going to be that GIF from South Park where Randy is sitting at a computer and there's all that stuff everywhere.
Oh God, don't remind me.
No.
That's not wrestling. That's the best way to describe how the card's gonna be.
Oh man,
It's definitely not
the
gonna be
classic
the
episode when the internet shuts down.
like that's been a meme for wrestling for. That's what Enzo Amore did his music video on. That guy. Have you seen Enzo
I've not
Amore's
seen
music
it yet.
video? It was basically
I
that
have
guy
not.
like on his couch and
Oh yeah. The old one. Yeah, whenever he was burying his old character.
yeah, he called out a few people on that.
Yeah, he did.
But I think Mike, I think we're gonna see MJF versus Samoa Joe. I think we might get Adam Cole versus Roderick Strong. Will Ospreay might be in a match. Eddie Kingston might be doing something. Chris Jericho and Sammy may be going for tag titles. Depends on what happens after their match next week.
Right.
What about Eddie and Mox?
Oh yeah.
Eddie beats Mox for the title.
For the international.
Just think
Yeah.
about it. He goes to Japan quite a bit. He's already got the the never openweight championship? Yeah.
We have
So-
three
Open.
titles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he could literally come in and like that would be a good like he could be the belt collector for he could be the new belt collector.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think that's who I'd had defeat Mox. I feel like you build up a good story with it. And I feel like that's what they're gonna do with this Claudio match.
Yeah. I mean, the story between Kingston and Mox has been decades in the making. So I think it's got to be a bookend to that eventually.
I mean, they could. It was fun if Claudio actually beats Eddie Kingston in his hometown. That'd be something.
That'd be
but I think Eddie
crazy.
Kingston's gonna win. I think he's gonna win next week. Which, as of right now, that's the best thing Eddie's gonna get to a world title. Not saying he couldn't get there one day, but just as of right now. Oh god.
Oh
Here we
no.
go. Here we go.
Christian is such an ass, man.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh damn! He dropping OnlyFans now.
Oh shit. They gotta admit, Christian is pretty fire when he's on that microphone.
He's one of the hottest things in AEW right now.
So, did you guys see the rumor Edge might be coming over to AEW because they removed him from the Hall of Fame post on WWE's website?
Well, why would they do that?
Well,
Why would they take him off the Hall of Fame?
Well, I seen that I took him off to like a Turner roster, but then
No,
they
they
put
took
him
him
back,
off the whole thing.
and then they put
Why?
him back on. Well, they took him off of the active wrestlers thing, like something that we can't view, like a Turner roster like they have.
Yeah.
They took him off of that, but then put him back on as a.
Because I'm seeing reports for both where they took him off the Hall of Fame one too.
I don't get that. What?
If they did, it's because Vince McMahon got mad because he's leaving.
Oh, come on.
But you can't really erase history.
No. I sure tried to
That's
though.
bull. That's
Can't-
bull.
Just saying.
But I remember someone saying his contract technically expired at the end of September, so maybe he'll show up at Grand Slam.
I swear, man. That's messed up.
We got the Kingdom on Rampage.
Kingdom. Ooh, and they claimed
8-man tag, Lucha Bros and the Hardys versus Butcher Blade and
this is gonna be a good card.
Danielson.
Damn.
On Collision, we got Danielson. Well, thanks. I can't even see that match. I know it was Bryan Danielson and
Claudio versus Starks and Big Bill.
And Big Bill.
next Wednesday, Moxley and Phoenix.
Holy snap.
You can breathe, Excalibur. You can breathe a little bit.
Nah, you don't need to breathe.
I swear, he
Screw
must be the
that.
Micro Machines guy.
If
I'm
Kevin
not sure if
Kelly-
anybody remembers who that is, but
You gotta get everything
jeez.
fired off. That's how you do it.
If Kevin Kelly can do it a little slower. Sometimes I can't even understand what he's saying sometimes. Like he's not going super fast, but sometimes he'll speed through a month's worth of an entire card. Yep, here we go. Swerve the Hangman.
I think it's gonna be Roderick Strong.
Brian Danielson.
I'm so excited for that match.
Hmm.
So the main event should be Joe and Strong. How we got here?
Not a bad card at all. I'll say that.
Everything looks so
Rampage-
exciting.
I think Rampage might pop a good rating just for the curiosity. Well, it is taped, so people will know who's going to win. But I'm really intrigued of Chris Statlander and Jade, how that's going to play
It's
out.
got to be Chris.
Gotta be.
Because trust me, if it was Jade, I might take a month off from wrestling.
Like
I
hopefully
see a rubber match.
hopefully she's improved, but she should have to work her way up.
Well, think about it. She won all those matches, only lost one match. I can see the rematch wise, but after that, it's like, hey, go have her do something else.
I think she
Right.
Before going for another. I would assume the next title, if she doesn't win the TBS, will be the Women's World Championship. I think maybe a few feuds without a title involved to build her up a little bit, to get her
She
to boost her up a little bit for like the Women's Championship.
You know, you can even maybe have her eventually, like I said, work her way up to that main belt.
The Women's World.
Yeah, knock her down a peg, and then
Like she has that character. That's the thing. She has a kid character. It's just when the hard part is when your ability is kind of hindering what you can do in the mic, and then you get thrown the whole baddies thing. Like you're just taking away from what's making you great.
What they need to do
it became overhyped.
What they need to do is what's said on the shakeup of the All Elite shakeup. Mark Henry should be managing Hobbs and Jade Cargill. Mark Henry is the world's strongest man, but in order to do that, you need to have a Hobbs versus Mark Henry match. Just one match with Mark Henry. Hobbs beats Mark Henry. Then Mark Henry, he's earned the respect of Mark Henry. Mark Henry takes him under his wing, and Hobbs is now the new world's strongest man. But then he also sees someone else, Jade Cargill, she's got a crappy manager.
Okay.
Hey,
you can shut your mouth. Mark Sterling is the greatest manager AEW has.
I felt that coming. I knew he was going to say something.
Mark Henry thinks that Jade could be off better with him, the world's strongest woman. So Mark Henry takes both Hobbs and Jade under his wing.
I mean, the world's strongest woman is kind of a badass moniker, though.
And then you could, I believe that would be perfect. The world's strongest woman.
I think you kind of stole my. Well, we haven't. I almost ruined something. Actually, you know what? No, we haven't released it. Screw it. I'm just gonna ruin it. We haven't released our draft special, but I did have a similar storyline in our draft special.
Like what I just said.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea because think about it. Like, there's a lot Mark Henry could teach Hobbs, and
like they would just need one match.
Yeah. And think about it, Jade's learned a lot from Danielson too, so it's like I think she's gonna do better.
And she's big. Well, not big, but tall.
She's muscular. She's fit.
Yeah.
She has a different physique than most women, where she looks like a 1980s wrestler. She looks like she has that part, except for without all the steroids.
Now, I would say if she was still alive, China could be her manager because Jade's kind of the next generation's China.
I don't think China gets enough credit, to be honest with you.
No,
she had such a sad story.
Yeah, it was. I wish she was still. It's hard to believe that she wrestled in TNA. Like, there's a lot of people.
She was in TNA. China did go to TNA.
I couldn't. Like, there's a lot of people that I couldn't believe that went to TNA. Like, Seth Rollins was there, John Moxley, Shinsuke. They even had Will Ospreay for us for a coffee.
Yeah, it wasn't for that long, but yeah, I do remember that.
they had a lot of people. They had Sammy Guevara for a little while.
Mm-hmm. The books,
The
their
song
Generation Me.
Generation. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder who came up with that.
I don't. That's a good question. I'm not sure if it was them or was it. I'm not sure who it was.
That's what they should go back to. Generation Me.
Those are the
I,
times.
I don't know if they were ever known in TNA as the Young Bucks. I think for a little bit
No,
maybe.
I don't think so. I think they might have came back in later years as the Young Bucks.
Because I know the Young Bucks thing was really big in Ring of Honor and New Japan. That's where that really. Lane said that he's internet crashed into a storm. Yeah.
No, I understand. I've been there myself.
Me too.
Oh yeah. Last week I had a horrible week with the internet. So we got our
It just finished storming up here.
Yes, got Samoa Joe and Roderick Strong. I think Roderick Strong's going to pull this one out, but the Kingdom's
You
going to
think
help him
so?
win. So the Grand Slam will be MJF and Strong. Then they'll save Joe and MJF for the pay-per-view. Wrestle Dream.
Right.
Because I'd rather see Joe and that's a pay-per-view match. Yeah. Lane will be back for talking. If he's not on, if he's not back on tonight. There will be a Talking Elite episode tomorrow night. Dark Side of the Ring, the Dark Side of the All Elite Zone. Episode 35 of the Talking Elite, part 2 of Dark Side of the All Elite Zone. Our next topic is the Ted DiBiase family. More so Ted DiBiase Jr., but also Ted DiBiase. There's a lot of controversy and all that, and I'm involved in some of it. One story I have to be involved in. So definitely come by and check that out tomorrow.
Well, you have your place in wrestling history, Connor.
Too much. I'd rather be known as a referee than what.
Right.
That he really screwed his life up when he did that.
Big time.
Big time. He took money out of my pocket. But he could face some time in prison. I don't know. But yep, tomorrow that should be a pretty good one. I know the last episode was on Sunny. I definitely recommend going back and watching that. We talked about her relationships and her. There's a lot of stuff that she did over the years. Playboy magazine, and she did a few films, not movies. Well, kind of movies, but
I wouldn't call them films, but yeah.
Sunny's. Yeah, it's when I say it's all about Sunny. Yeah, but it's just weird how she was so attractive. Now she looks like crap.
She does look pretty beat up.
Which that's what alcohol and a lot of stuff that can do to you. But as we said in our thing, we hope that she could turn her life around. But
yeah, I think it's too late for that.
She's had a lot of chances to change. Probably too many chances.
I think I said it before. How many bites can you have at the apple before it's just the core, you know?
Oh, she's right at the core. She's eating the core. Samoa Joe stopping a mud hole and Roderick Strong.
Oh, jeez.
You doing all right, Chris?
Yeah. Just watching the match.
How old are you going to be on your birthday? Coming up 28?
I'll be 28 years old.
28. 28 years young.
And since Mr. Jacob hasn't heard, Memphis Wrestling, Sunday, October 8th, which is the weekend of my birthday. We have Gangrel, Kevin Thorne, Crazy Steve, and Cruel.
That sounds pretty awesome, actually.
For the Halloween Spooktacular.
I'm really hoping.
I'm a huge Gangrel fan.
Kevin Thorne played Mordecai there for a little bit.
You said,
Yeah,
That was a
I
great
did.
character.
Mr. Jacobs?
Huh?
You said something about you're a Gangrel or not?
Oh no, I said I was a huge Gangrel fan. I was a huge fan of him and the whole brood.
Well, I actually never got to meet him though, but I did see him one time though. I think it was about almost 10 years ago at a Memphis Power Wrestling event, which is organized by Brian Christopher, the late Brian Christopher Lawler.
Hmm. I know his
That's
wife was
another-
a sweetheart too. His wife was pretty nice, Luna.
Brian
Brian
Christopher
Christopher.
or
No, I'm
Gangrel?
talking about
Gangrel.
I'm talking about Gangrel's wife, Luna. She was nice.
Luna Vachon?
Yeah, she was nice. She was a nice woman.
Yeah, I've been telling Lane and Connor
At
about
least when
her.
I met her.
Well, we all know. Well, have you seen? Well, did you see her in the version of Dark Side of the Ring? Well, not
No, I met her when I was like a teenager. It was like years
Oh, wow.
ago.
You met her in the
like
prime.
she was alongside with Goldust or the Oddities.
She had just left the WWE. This was like not long after the Attitude Era.
Oh, so back in 1999 or 2000 or 2001.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Like I
Yeah,
was
I'm
a
gonna-
teenager. I forget how old I was back then, but yeah.
I'm usually not a big fan of Gangrel though. Well, I am. Well, I want to meet the guy, and I also want to meet Crazy Steve because I remember one match of him and Abyss, Decay versus the Hardys. Connor, you gotta remember that because you've seen the match.
Yeah. It should not. You can't call the group K without Abyss. You can't have. He was the one that created that whole thing. I feel like they should rename it something else. Because
And by
Abyss
the
is.
way, speaking of Decay, Connor, have you ever seen Crazy Steve before?
Yeah, I've seen him a whole lot of times.
Well, have you met Gangrel or Kevin Thorne?
I have met Kevin Thorne. I'm gonna get him to sign my. Well, he played two characters, Mordecai and Kevin Thorne. He signed my Mordecai page, but he didn't sign Kevin Thorne. I met him in a restaurant years ago.
What
Not
about
years
what about
ago,
Gang?
like 2
Well,
or 3 years
sorry.
ago.
What about Gangrel? You met him yet?
Have I met Gangrel? I've met so many wrestlers.
Well, this will be your first time on
I
my
think
birthday weekend.
I think I maybe have. I don't think I have though. But I've met so many wrestlers. There's probably some people that I think I met and I haven't met.
Well, I haven't. Well, I haven't met Gangrel yet and all that. Well, and plus, I remember he was wrestling against Jerry Lawler that time, and he walked by me though during the matchup though.
What'd you do? Slap him on the cheek?
Well, I didn't do anything. All I did was stand there. He was walking by me like he was just going up for a tie-up. Next thing you know, he just walked out of the ring for me, like one of those resting period for about a few seconds. He just walked by me with his hands on his hips, like he's exhausted a little bit.
You didn't
What if
say
they're throwing
anything?
you in there?
He didn't say anything to me. He was still in character.
No, I was asking, did you say anything?
I didn't say anything.
I bet if you would have said something, he threw you in there in the ring.
Well, it was in Tunica at the Resorts Casino. Well, now we don't have it anymore.
What if he would have threw you in the ring?
No, we didn't know. It was scheduled to be Jerry Lawler against Psycho Sid, but Sid was no show, so they had to replace him with
Gangrel.
Gangrel.
Psycho Sid Vicious is always a no-show. I've went to 8 different places to try to meet him. He's no-showed all of them.
I've heard
Including-
stories. I've heard those kind of stories.
He
You got that
always
right. And one of them was a family emergency. That's what, at least, is what I heard.
8 times. Family. He might have missed 9 tape bookings. If he's had that many. I know people have emergencies, but golly.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there was one show I went to. 2016 was in Georgia, and he was the only big name that was supposed to be there, and he blocked all their the promoter's phone number. Kind of what Just Incredible did to me. He just blocked everyone. And
Damn. Jeez.
I hope we don't get Psycho Sid on this podcast. Oh, by the way, can't do that.
I wouldn't even chance that.
Nah, that's taking too much of a chance.
Well, I know. I'm just
After my
saying.
just incredible experience, I'll never pay anybody weeks in advance. I'll pay the day like right before we're about to go on.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Connor, did you say we have another? Well, I don't know if I should say it or not, but do we have another guest coming up or something?
Yeah, you still
Uh,
the Pope's still coming on. Didn't you announce that earlier?
yeah, I've announced that a few times.
Yeah.
October 4th, the Pope, former WWE star, former Impact star. He's most known for the Pope, but if you guys know him in WWE, he was Elijah Burke.
You
He's doing
mean
Yeah.
some
the
Yeah.
Pope
NWA stuff.
D'Angelo De Niro?
Yeah, he's doing some Impact, not in NWA. He'll be on here
Yeah.
October 4th, an hour before Dynamite, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. So
And
definitely
also,
recommend.
it's 2 days before my birthday.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah. The 2 days
so yeah,
before your birthday, Chris.
that's the only interview right now, but there is other interviews in the works. We are actually going to have some Canadian independent wrestlers on the AEZ Canada side of things up north. They're going to have some Canadian independent wrestlers on there. So definitely stay tuned to our socials when we do have guest announcements and stuff.
Yeah.
I wish we got two wrestlers on at the same time that didn't like each other. But don't tell that.
We gotta
I'm
do
not
that.
gonna,
We gotta
I
do
wasn't
that.
paying attention, so I'm not gonna say anything.
We probably start a whole
No, we
wrestling
should we can do that, man. We can make that happen. I
Jim
think so.
Cornette and Russo.
Uh,
That'd get
I'm not.
thousands of views if that happened.
you got the gears grinding up here now. You got the gears going.
Yeah, the Pope's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
There's a few others I'm talking to. I don't want to say their name because if I do and it doesn't happen, then
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but
Well, at least.
there was one person I'm talking to who recently just came back to the WWE for just a night. We talked about him. Ahmed Johnson brought him up.
Oh boy. I'm not.
Yeah.
Damn,
I'm not saying anything.
tapped out. You lost him 2 times, man.
I'm not. I mean, I don't want to say anything, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys, as Mr. Jacobs always tells me.
Spoil what?
I mean, you said, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Recently came back to the WWE. I know.
Oh, yeah, he was at Backlash. So this is going to be interesting. I hope they defend the world title at Wrestle Dream because
Yeah.
they didn't defend the belt at All Out. 2 pay-per-views back to back. You're not defending your world title. You're making your world title not as important. I mean,
Exactly.
it's good to have it on TV too, and no one wants to help out the wrestlers. Prince Nana didn't do anything. The Kingdom didn't do anything. Everyone's just a bunch of backstabbers tonight. Still got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes to kill.
What are they going to do for the next 5 minutes?
I'm gonna take a bathroom break. Be right back, guys. Be right back.
All right. They didn't announce anything else. Unless Jeff's looking to come out and do something.
I hope his reign does end because I'm tired of MJF being world champion.
I don't think he's going to lose it yet. He could lose it. What's going to happen? We got 4 minutes left.
Maybe there's something going on backstage.
Well, Roderick Strong in the Kingdom. Adam Cole's coming out. Dummy. He faked that. You see that? He faked that. He didn't do anything. You coward. Roderick Strong is a coward.
Just noticed what just happened.
He just faked that whole thing, and Adam Cole seen him do it.
Yeah, as soon as he walked out.
Oh god, you're gonna do this whole thing again? Samoa Joe literally put this dude in a stretcher twice, but he faked that.
Oh man. He's like,
Damn,
Adam. Being a little baby.
Samoa Joe sends this guy to the hospital 2 times on 2 shows, Collision and Dynamite.
I don't know, man. As soon as you see Adam Cole, he went right to the ground.
Yeah, as soon as he's seen, yeah, he's not hurt.
Adam.
This is an kayfabe injury, but he's not. I know Adam Cole's seen him do that.
Roderick Strong is being a baby back bitch.
If I was Adam Cole, or no, Samoa Joe, I'd come back and flip it. 10 minutes. They don't know what they're
He
doing.
won't stop calling his name. He's like, Adam.
They don't know what they're doing.
What are they doing? They don't even know. If they have his neck stabilized, okay, they're doing that.
I remember they did that with MJF and they put something over his mouth. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with his neck.
The Kingdom are very concerned.
Driving like he's about to die.
You're Matt Taven. This is your fault. This is your fault. I love Matt's reaction. You see Matt Taven? This is your fault, Adam.
Everyone's seen him.
Oh man.
Everyone's seen his flop in the ring.
That was hilarious.
They're not gonna let him go with him.
I love the shirt. Neck strong. Meanwhile, there's a brace right back on his neck. You can't tell me this isn't comedy.
Damn. Out of nowhere.
You called it, except he came out for Adam.
Yeah, Joe came out and
Oh man, I love Joe, man. This run of Joe right now is probably some of the best stuff he's done in a long ass time.
Well, I can see why he didn't do Roderick Strong, because to get to MJF's best friend right now is Adam Cole, so taking him out.
Right.
But I'll still like to see him flip it.
He's going piece by piece, taking him out.
That's a big time main event next week. MJF and Samoa Joe.
Man.
No, he's got to get wait. Now Adam Cole's going to be resting a stretcher next. Bring out no stretcher. Hopefully we got another one. There's a lot of titles on the line next week. We got the World, got the Women's, we got the International.
A lot of gold.
And we got some silver, the ROH World Championship.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Every time on their product, like they'll say the ROH Gold, it's silver.
Huh.
Every match besides Jericho and Sammy is a title match. But I like that. Every match has a story behind it.
Yeah. Not a bad build. Not at all.
I like how they're also they're building towards Dynamite Grand Slam, but they're also building towards Wrestle Dream. You're okay, Adam Cole. Well, Chris has left the building.
Well, Chris walked away.
Guess he's happy about what Joe just did.
Oh, there he is.
I remember last week MJF said the Pillsbury Joe Boy.
Yeah.
I was just putting my AirPod up.
I'm fine.
You're good, man. You're good.
Yeah, that was a pretty good Dynamite. I'd say it was better than. Well, I didn't get to see Dynamite really last week because I had a few internet issues, but it was one of the best Dynamites in a while, storyline wise and match wise. And
Yep.
if I was rated, I give it a. I give it a. I give it an 8.
That's pretty fair. I mean, from what I saw, from when I came in on and watched, you know, I guess I'll give like a 7.5 from all I've seen.
Yeah, because he came in around Brian Cage and Hangman.
Mm-hmm.
Davis tonight has been really pretty good. Yep, I agree. Then Seamus T.O. Joe. Yeah, Joe made his statement
Oh yeah,
towards
definitely.
the end. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of Dynamite. Well, that is the end of Dynamite. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good episode. Wasn't wasn't an all time best, but it was pretty good. Uh, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night for our Talking Elite episode 35, part 2 of our the Dark Side of the All Elite Zone. The part 2 of a part 2 of a 5-part series.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we did the Dark Side of the All Elite Zone part 1 with Sonny. Then part 2 will be about the DiBiase's, Ted DiBiase Jr. and Ted DiBiase. There's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that's going to be into that. Yeah, it should be a good one. And then on Friday we got our AEW Rampage live reaction. Saturday, I can't promise the reaction. It's gonna be hard to do them on Saturdays, at least for me. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how Collision the card is. They announced one match, I believe, tonight. The tag match.
Actually, 2.
What was the 2 that they announced?
The World Tag Team Championships between FTR and Iron Savage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Then
There was another one. What was it?
was
Oh
Danielson-
yeah, Big Bill and Ricky Starks versus Brian Danielson and Claudio.
Hmm.
We'll see. But I can guarantee there will be a Rampage live reaction. We haven't done the Rampages in 2 weeks because where I've been at, I haven't really had good internet service. So, there will be a Talking Elite tomorrow, Friday Rampage, and Saturday AEZ Canada. We filmed it last night. A really, really good episode, I have to say. Probably one of the best ones that we've had. So I definitely recommend catching AEZ Canada. Definitely check out the links in the description below. Our Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Spotify, and Podbean. Facebook and Twitter for our guest announcements, show updates. We post news on there. If there's breaking news in the wrestling world, we'll post it. Then for audio, Spotify and Podbean. You're in your car, you're on a walk, you're wherever you are, you have the All Elite Zone. You can put on the All Elite Zone. We have a lot of Talking Elites, interviews. We have some past live reactions.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much all I got to say. Anyone else got anything?
Just stay safe, everyone, and join us tomorrow.
Yeah. In about 3 weeks from for this Friday, not only is AEW Rampage, but it's my birthday. That Rampage night.
Yep. Well, definitely. I don't know. I guess we'll sing "Happy Birthday" to Chris.
I guess so, since you won't let you keeps promoting it.
Yeah. What Friday did you say? This Friday or?
Yeah, just so everybody knows one more time.
3 weeks from this Friday, it's
Goodness.
Rampage on my birthday.
Okay.
If you look at the calendar, correct.
Well, yeah, that was pretty much it for us. Definitely subscribe down below. We're at 387 subscribers. Last time I checked, our goal is 540 years over with. So share with your friends, your family, post it wherever, and get us to 500. The more subscribers we get, the bigger guests we can have on here for interviews and stuff. So, yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow night for Talking Elite.
Peace.